What makes a song unforgettable? Perhaps the rhythm of the music or the catchy lyrics. A song might also speak to you because it reminds you of something in your own life. Like a song, a poem can capture your imagination with what it says and how it sounds. In this workshop, you will learn what gives poetry this special power. Hi, and welcome back.
Appreciating poetry. Part 1. The basics. How does a poem speak to you from the page? Aside from its unique sound, a poem also conveys meaning through its form and its speaker. Form is the way a poem's words and lines are laid out on the page. Lines may or may not be complete sentences and can vary in length. In some poems, the lines are arranged into groups called stanzas. Each stanza helps to convey a poem's overall message. Here is an example of a poem. If you look at it, this part is a line. This will be a second line, and this one will be a third line. Now, a group of lines forms a stanza, or what we can compare it to a paragraph. Some poems have traditional or structured forms. Traditional poems follow fixed rules. For instance, they might have a certain number of lines or a repeating pattern of rhythm or rhyme. Poems that do not follow set rules are called free verse. A poem's personality depends on its speaker as well as its form. The speaker in a poem is the voice that talks to the reader. The speaker may be the poet, or it may be a character created by the poet. A child, for example. In Carl Sandburg's famous poem Grass, the speaker is actually the grass. Let's analyze a poem, A Minor Bird poem by Robert Frost. I have wished a bird would fly away, and not sing by my house all day. Have clapped my hands at him from the door, when it seemed as if I could bear no more. The fault must partly have been in me. The bird was not to blame for his key. And of course there must be something wrong in wanting to silence any song. Let's analyze or examine the poem. Notice that this poem is made up of 4 two-line stanza. Each stanza has 2 lines. Look at the 4 pairs of rhyming words. Away, day, door, more, me, key, wrong, song. Note that the speaker is the I in the poem but may not be the poet. We don't know if the poet shares the speaker's attitude toward the bird. Part 2. Special Effects. You've seen how filmmakers use special effects to transport you to new worlds, affect your emotions, and keep you on the edge of your seat. Poets use special effects too. Sound devices can make a poem seem as peaceful as ocean waves lapping on the shore, or as intense as a close race. Imagery and figurative language create world pictures that help you imagine things as vividly as if you were seeing them unfold on a movie screen. Sound devices. Sound devices give poems a musical quality. but they can also create a mood and emphasize important ideas or words. Here are a few of the sound devices poets use. Rhyme: the repetition of sounds at the end of words, as in me and see. Rhythm: the pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables in each line. A poem with a repeating pattern has what is called a meter. Notice how the rhythm and rhyme in this poem help to create a playful, upbeat mood. They came to tell your faults to me. They named them over one by one. I laughed aloud when they were done. I knew them all so well before. Oh, they were blind, too blind to see. Your faults had made me love you more. Faults by Sarah Tisdale. Repetition: the use of a word, phrase, or line more than once. Alliteration: the repetition of consonant sounds at the beginning of words, such as the letter C in the words curve and crook. The repeated phrase and the alliteration in the last line help to emphasize the moon's shape. Look at this example. How thin and sharp is the moon tonight? How thin and sharp and ghostly white is the slim curved crook of the moon tonight. Winter Moon by Langston Hughes. Imagery and figurative language. Imagery is a language that appeals to the five senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Cynthia in the Snow focuses on the sense of hearing, but it also helps you see the snow as it widely wears away. With a few vivid images, the poet draws you into the winter scene. One way poets create imagery is through figurative language. Figurative language uses creative comparisons to help readers picture ordinary things in new ways. For example, the snow is not just white, but white as milk or shirts. Here are 3 types of figurative language. Simile is a comparison between two unlike things using the word like or as. This simile compares a cat's coloring to spilled milk. The word as signals the comparison. He's white as a spilled milk. My cat who sleeps with his belly turned toward the summer sky. From Ode to Mi Gato by Gary Soto. Metaphor: a comparison between two unlike things that does not contain the word like or as. This metaphor compares fame to a bee. It conveys both the good and the bad side of fame. Fame is a bee. It has a song, it has a sting. Ah, too, it has a wing, by Emily Dixon. Personification: a description of an object, an animal, a place, or an idea as if it were human or had human qualities. Here, proud words are given human qualities. Look at how you use proud words. When you let proud words go, it is not easy to call them back. They wear long boots, hard boots. They walk off proud. They can't hear you calling. Look at how you use proud words. Primer lesson by Carl Sandburg.
I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching and until the next one. Bye!